words on the house, or that's just their style. Many companies are not just building houses, but they're design build firms. What that means is the one that built it is also the one that designed it. They drew up the blueprints in the first place.
Right.
Who is building your house?
All right.
Okay, I need y'all to go with me. I really do. I need you. Sometimes, depending on how much money the person who buying the home has and who is going through the process, sometimes the customer does have a little bit of input. But the more money they got, the more input they got. That's just the way the thing works. The more money you got, the more input you have. Now, if you're building a house that don't have as much money, you got to deal with whatever they get, their basic framework, and all you get to make decisions about is stuff like lighting fixtures and doorknobs and stuff like that, the little cosmetic stuff. But the more money you have, the more influence you have. But if you're like most of us that get blessed to build a house, we don't have a whole lot to work with.
All right.
Other times the builder has a set format that you gotta stick with, you gotta go with. But ultimately, as I said before, the craftsmanship of the builder will always determine the craftsmanship of the builder will always determine the quality of the house. The craftsmanship of the builder will always determine the quality of the house. The craftsmanship of the builder will always determine the quality of the house. The craftsmanship of the builder will always determine the quality of the house, not the home buyer.
Yeah. Gotcha. Amen.
The home buyer just buys the house. They might have input, but ultimately, unless the home buyer is actually the builder, then they don't get much input in the craftsmanship.
All right.
Ooh, Jesus, I need y'all to get this. Okay. Psalm 127 says, unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Now, I had to look, and this just blew my mind. You might have found this already. Maybe you did. I just found it. Okay. I looked at two words, and I looked at house, and I looked at build. Or I looked at build first, and then I looked at house. And what I found out is this. This is important. This is critical to understanding this passage. First off, they're related words. In the original language, the word build is related to the word house. Oh, boy. Okay. The original word is bana in the Hebrew. It literally means build to obtain children. Build in preparation for filling it with something. It's not just a raw building. You're building it to be used and occupied by something.
That's it.
Ooh, boy. And trip off this. Then I went to the word house. It says house is probably from the same word, banal, where we get the word build. And the word build, the word house, is bayith. Banal, bayith. So they come from they're related to each other. Jesus. See, implied in the word house is, Brother Mark, family. See, everywhere when you look in the Old Testament, virtually everywhere, I looked up the references. And it's all, pretty much all the same word, this bayith word, pertaining to family. So when it talks about the house of David, they're talking about the family of David. They're talking about the lineage of David, the heritage of David, the descendants of David. Oh my God.
All right.
So usually in the Old Testament, when they talk about a house, they're talking about a heritage, a family, descendants. They're talking, oh, Jesus. Jesus. So in all actuality, the Hebrew word translated to the English word build is related to the Hebrew word which is translated to the word house. So usually, when we see a house, we automatically think family.
Right.
Okay.
Amen.
What do you think when you see a house? Usually when we think of something that's symbolic